Hello, my friends, and welcome to another Devotional Connection. Today, I bore witness to a 20-year anniversary celebration of a couple I knew. I was blessed just watching the family and friends of these veterans of marriage as they shared stories, food, and fellowship, acknowledging the landmark and wishing more success and happiness upon them. It took me back to the story of Genesis and the big divorce that begins our story. The effects of sin were so quick to come. Harmony immediately disappeared. The once unified couple began to turn on each other, Genesis 3:12 and 13. And furthermore, they began to turn on God and cast blame on the Almighty Himself. Already we were so diminished from what we were created to be. Yet and still, even in our unceremonious exit from the garden, we were still allowed to take three things. We left with the promise that God would one day restore us from our fallen place. We left with the Sabbath, and we left with marriage still intact. God's promise, Genesis 3:15, to keep up the fight for humanity, send His Son, and kill the enemy of all creation, is one of the most important verses for the children of God. It is the promise that all will be restored, and it points to the kind of God we serve. For lack of better terms, God basically told the devil, "You have started a fight that I'm going to finish. You will not just take my children. I will not just let you have them. And I'm going to kill you for this." The Lord is a warrior. The Lord is His name. Exodus 15:13. Indeed. Yet we take communion because He asked us to do it in remembrance of what He did to end the fight and save us all, as if He knew someone was going to try to erase the very memory of Him from our minds. We left the garden with the Sabbath, a full weekly holiday of rest and fellowship with the God of the universe. Unlike today, the first Sabbath was spent without preachers and formalities, just God and His kids in the garden. Still, the fourth commandment is the only one that starts off with the words, "remember," denoting that once again there will be an active force trying to make you forget. Finally, we left the garden with Adam and Eve still being united in matrimony, the bride being walked down the aisle and brought to her husband by her father, Genesis 2:22. They left together, diminished, but still together. The Bible says that male and female both represented God, and Eve was created from Adam. Therefore, the best image of God is in the unity of a man and a woman together. Last year, every 13 seconds, there was one divorce in America. That equates to 277 divorces per hour, 6,646 divorces per day, 46,523 divorces per week, and 2,419,196 divorces last year alone. Marriage has been under attack since day one because the enemy cannot stand the image of God, nor God being glorified by something so improbable as a lasting, loving marriage for all to see. All three are about relationships with and through God. All three represent Him, and all three are directly in conflict with the desires of this world. Hold on to the hope of mankind, the promise of the return of the King. Remember what the Sabbath is truly about, relationship with the Almighty and acknowledging His preeminence over our lives. Hold fast to the covenants made in your marriage under God. The enemy of your souls is looking to see who he can devour, but the real Lion of the tribe of Judah is also out defending the borders of His kingdom. So I ask you today, like He asked Adam back in Genesis 3:9, where are you? I pray that you are found in His kingdom, protected by His love. Talk to you again soon.